And so talk a little bit about, Candy, the process, because it's not just, there's a process here, even with trying to figure out how do I get to my well? Where's the well? What do I do? And so you did a whole research just on the well alone.
Right. So like she said, many pieces fit together to give practical application, practical circumstances to what I was finding in Revelation. And at the same time that I was looking this information up in Genesis, and I was getting an understanding of, how to tap into that well. And so on that side of it, I was like, we have to connect in prayer. We have to ask these questions on purpose. We have to ask how, where, what is my purpose if I don't know it? What am I created for? Why am I here? And so asking those questions, I believe that going to prayer and getting those from the higher source that knitted you together, that you're going to get straight answers, and you're not going to have to figure it out and bob and weave and go down different paths and try this out and try that out until you figure out what really lifts you, what really is moving you and is moving others. And then circumstantially, at the same time, my father had a property in Florida. So the process of doing the well, or finding the well and tapping into that well, there's certain preparations and planning that has to happen before you can even determine where your well is. So in that explanation, as I was gathering it from him, and then as I was telling Dr. Patty about it, she was like, Google everything you can find about digging a well. And so I got these 9 steps of digging a well, but I was already hearing from my father, because now in this age and stage of his life, he is very descriptive in his language. And so he was like, well, the first thing I got to do is I got to get a surveyor, and they got to determine the boundary lines. Okay. So we got to know our boundaries. We've got to know, the territory in which we're going to be in, and be able to know that this specific area is where I'm supposed to be. Again, if you don't know, I would say pursue prayer. So, and then after you survey the land and it plots and it gives you the boundaries and the territory that is yours to go digging and searching in, then you have to clear away any obstructions that are in your way. Okay, and you don't want to have other property lines outside of yours, because then there's gonna be strife and contention like there was with Isaac. So we don't want them problems. So you make sure you get a surveyor. Just don't go digging and clearing land. So that's a legal thing. And so then you got to clear the land. So it's like, okay, I got to clear the land. We got to get somebody out, clear all these trees, because we can't even get in here to find out where the aquifer, found that word out as I was researching this. There's aquifer. There are places underneath the ground where natural water runs. That's where we need to find where the water is running at. So he has to clear the land for people to be able to come there. And then you have to identify where you're digging at, the specific location. This is also going to be part of your preparation, part of your planning. Okay, I've cleared away this because I want this size house, and I'm gonna, I'm gonna be here. This is how I'm gonna be. So all of your plans are in arrangement with the location of the well. So this preparation and this planning is essential to where you're going to place your well. And then before, you can dig the well, but you're not getting nothing out the well.